Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the show. Sorry we're a little late today.
Very late.
It's not a reflection on you. It's a reflection on Drasko.
I will not apologize.
You should apologize.
I'm not apologizing. I live my life with no apologies needed or necessary or given. All right?
What about, do you require apologies from people when they wrong you?
Absolutely. You better get down on your knees and apologize. You insult me in a dream. You motherfucker, wake up and apologize. All right?
You're going to get a lot of apologies tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
From all these people that have insulted you in their dreams.
I'm waiting for my comeuppance, man. They're going to arrive one day. Somebody's going to email that. Bing, there's the first one.
Your apology email.
There's the first one coming in today. Who is it? I bet you it's that asshole Adam from fucking high school.
Sorry,
I called you a prick.
Sorry that I made you wear that bra when you're in. Should I continue?
Listen, we all do crazy things in freshman year. All right, it's how you assert dominance on the schoolyard. Right,
True.
Emily?
Yeah, I believe it. I'm glad that you're through your college years.
Sometimes you gotta.
You've asserted all the dominance that you need to.
It's exactly what they say in prison. You know, you gotta go up to the biggest, meanest, toughest motherfucker, and you just gotta beat the shit out of them. And that's
assert
how you
thy dominance.
All right, I want to know what's up with that, because that sounds like bullshit. Wouldn't you go up to the biggest, meanest, toughest guy and try to be friends with him? Because don't you want that guy on your side instead of like him potentially ripping your asshole in half?
It's different the schools of thought here, Drasko.
I mean, I think it's better to make friends with the tough, scary people and then have them on your side rather than trying to take them all on your first day. That's just my opinion.
Is that why you're friends with Hugo?
That is. Yeah.
I kept
he looked at me as like, there's the toughest guy in the school.
He was pretty tough, I didn't want to fuck with Hugo. That's why I said, okay, I got to make friends with this guy, because otherwise he's going to be fucking chasing me down the fucking hallways and like throwing my ass into bathrooms to give me swirlies and then hanging me up on fucking basketball nets by my underwear.
Swirlies are definitely his like love language when it comes to bullying.
Oh,
for sure.
You poor woman. I'm so sorry for you.
Try with like my length of hair.
Oh. Hugo, you sick fuck.
It looks great. Nice shirt too.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to a concert this week with the girls.
Shit, where'd you go?
We went to the Remy Wolf concert and it was awesome. And I drank too much and I bought a t-shirt.
That's what happens at concerts.
Yeah, it was honestly a blast. She's so good live.
Aw.
I had no expectations because I really didn't know her prior to.
Mm-hmm.
And she's fucking awesome.
Ah.
Thanks, John. It is a nice lavender. Yeah, the color is great. The back is like, you can't see it, and I'm not going to stand up. But it's like a retro pinup cowboy girl with drag makeup. It's amazing.
Damn right.
Fuck yeah.
You're right. It is a nice color of lavender. I appreciate a good purple color. It's very hard to find one that's good. And I like it. I approve.
Thanks, Drasko.
You're welcome.
Thank y'all.
All right, Hugo.
What's new with you, Drasko?
Nothing. But speaking of concerts, hey, I'm going to a concert too.
Where? Where are you going? You don't go to concerts.
And not anymore. No, I'm an old man. But I am officially.
Thanks, Jono. Hang on. I got a compliment on my brown sweater. Thank you, Jono.
You were reaching out for a high five. I didn't want to leave you hanging.
It was more of an arrête.
It's a high five.
Arrêtage.
No, it was a high five.
Where are you going? Are we going to go see Justice or no?
No, we're not going to go see Justice in Rome because I don't know why you would want to go to Rome, the birthplace of Italians.
I knew we weren't going to go. We're too old to go to concerts.
Are they only playing in Rome?
No, it's in Toronto.
Oh.
They're coming here. They're coming, like, literally, I have them coming over.
Oh, shit.
They're going to play the show in the studio.
Oh.
Justice.
Okay. They're going to get that big fucking 2-man stage setup that they got going?
Yeah, I'm going to do that on the balcony.
When are they coming?
I think it's June 17th.
Oh, geez. That's close.
I could be wrong, but...
Okay. All right.
So anyway, but where are you actually going?
I'm going to go see Metallica.
Oh.
Tribute.
Awesome.
Love that pause.
Yeah.
Equally awesome.
Yeah. Well, it's a funny thing because Metallica's playing tonight, bro.
The actual Metallica?
The actual 65-year-old men are in the ACC playing tonight.
Wow.
And then the tribute band is playing tomorrow when the actual Metallica is taking a day off. And then Metallica is playing again on Saturday.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you're going tomorrow.
I'm going tomorrow to the $25 tribute show.
Nice.
And not the $300 actual Metallica concert.
It's a good deal.
And $300 is the cheapest ticket, I'll have you know.
Wow.
Jeez.
25 is definitely way better.
25 is way
And they're
better.
younger. They're probably...
They look like Metallica from the 80s. Like they actually dress up in the same style of clothes, and their hair and like facial makeup or like their facial hair is all done. Like the bass player looks like the bass player, the lead singer guitarist looks like the lead
That's
singer.
what you want.
That's what you want. You want these guys to look like they did back in the 80s.
Yeah.
And that's what they're essentially doing.
Did you see the new singer for Linkin Park?
Yes, the Portuguese.
I mean, this is super old news.
No, I didn't see him.
No, that's a tribute band.
I saw the Linkin Park Portuguese tribute band, which sounds like a joke, but goddamn, do they sound really spot on?
They do sound spot on. What are they called? Hybrid
Park. Park Theory.
Link Park Theory.
Yes.
Hybrid Theory, is that what they were called?
I think so.
The tribute band?
I think so.
Can we look this
It
up?
sounds like is it the name is something similar to Linkin
yeah.
Park? Okay.
Yeah.
Because the Metallica band is called like
Sandman?
no.
Enter Sandman.
No, it's called like Liquor Whore or something like that.
Oh, well, this is not
Liquor.
the right one.
It's like Liquor Bastard or something.
Liquor Bastard.
It's something like that. I know the first word is liquor. There it is, right? Liquor Messiah. That's it. It's one over from the one you clicked on. There it is. And the opening act is a Rage Against the Machine tribute band as well.
Oh,
nice.
Lord.
Yeah, so you get double the heavy metal. Hybrid Theory.
It is Hybrid Theory.
Yes.
Man.
What was the other one you wanted me to check?
Well, I think I found it.
Yeah.
It's just there's something going on with the connection on this here machine. It's very
Oh, no.
delinquent. Look at this. What is this? Dial up?
I'm sorry. I'm just catching up on the group on the Discord, the Discord chat, which is going on Twitch. I don't appreciate people calling out my attire. All right.
Why?
I'd like to see them put themselves on camera and let's check their fucking fit. All right.
Wait. Oh, he said it's doing. Oh, isn't doing it for
You know,
him.
and you know what isn't doing it for me? That attitude. I expect an apology email soon.
Shots fired.
Are you able to go to my browser source so we can see this? Are you able to do this?
No.
I want to
I
just
can't
play
do it.
a quick minute of
Ooh, it's loading. Does not
Num-
like it.
Numbness.
Num Live. So if you enable my browser, it's
Yep,
just
I
loading.
did that. It's loading.
But it's right there. Well, anyway,
Anyway.
everyone go and look up Hybrid Theory. If you like Linkin Park, it's a solid tribute band.
I agree. I listened to them as well, but I was drunk, so my opinion is a little bit
Skewered.
Yes, exactly. Alcohol was a factor. And the person who told me about them was sitting in the same room, so you know, he was I was probably under duress. Wow. That was the face of a man who enjoyed his beverage.
No, I almost choked. I
Yeah.
almost spit it in your face.
Because you really enjoyed that beverage.
You know what, Drasko? You're going to get your ass whooped.
Oh,
Swirly.
in my
Swirly,
Swirly.
swirly, swirly.
Damn it, Hugo. High school is over, bro.
High school's over?
Unfortunately.
Why?
I mean, we had to leave at some point. We're old enough to be teachers, man.
Okay, so if you go to my browser and you click enable.
Yep, did that.
No, I know, but now do it. Do it now. Go to the browser source.
Did it.
Go to the browser source.
Jesus.
You need to go to the one that everyone gets to see. I think you're right, though, and it's probably not going to work.
It's loading. It's got a little fucking
Okay. All right.
loading. I'm about to walk out.
All right. You know what? Don't walk out. This is all fine. We've dealt with this before. You know, it's okay. We're just gonna have to wait till after the break for me to kick Drasko's ass.
Yes.
I have a video game for you that you're gonna love. And if you don't win at this game, you are not even real as a video gamer because you've tooted and snarked and insulted everyone that even came close to you when it came to this game.
Tekken 6.
2.
Oh, Tekken 2? I didn't even play Tekken 2.
Wait, am I wrong on that?
Yes.
It's not Tekken, actually.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's the better version of Tekken, Soul Calibur.
Oh, I like Soul Calibur, actually.
Yeah, I think
still
you'll
kick-
like it.
I think I can still
If you
kick your
don't
ass.
kick my ass in this game,
Okay.
there will be you'll have to bring in the snack for the next episode.
Oh,
So
shit.
a snack for us all to try for the next. If you do win, I have to.
Oh, have we decided what the snack
No,
is
it's
yet?
it's a surprise. You have to figure it out.
I have to bring you
Yeah.
a snack.
Some sort of snack. You can make it or you could buy it. It could be chips. It could be a chocolate bar that you want us to try. It could be candy. You can make that famous tuna sandwich of yours you're always supposed to make. Whatever it is, you got to bring a snack for us to try if you lose.
Okay.
And if you win, then I have to do the same.
Okay.
So that's going to be the challenge. But we're going to have to wait till after the break because tech issues.
Tech issues. Tech issues.
For
with
some
Tekken.
reason, it's just loading.
Tekken is not being cooperative. But what do you have it on, man? Is it on the GameCube?
on
That
the
shit,
GameCube.
that shit loads up instantly. There's like no load times.
It's loaded. It's ready. The GameCube's ready to go.
Well,
It's
then
not
what's the problem?
It's some other problem in here. Some other tech
Everything
problem.
is fucking computer.
Everything exactly.
Hugo, everything is computer. And everything is problem.
Everything is problem. Did you see the big problem today on the news? It's a big problem.
There's multiple problems that go on in the news every day, Hugo. It's called the news.
We're not actually. I don't even want to talk about it. It's just sad. We're not gonna talk
What is
about
it? I missed the news
It's
today.
big news today, but it's
shut
sad
down,
news.
They shut down the airport.
Well, they shut down portions of it, but there was a shooting at the airport.
Yeah.
Oh God.
They,
I don't know if it was a shooting as much as it was
oh no, it was a shooting.
police shooting someone else.
Well, apparently he brandished a gun, and the police shot him dead,
yes.
which is why it's sad.
Yes.
But he was apparently under distress.
Duress.
Duress. He was distressed.
He was distressed about the rest.
And he was distressed about the rest. And he waved a gun. I don't know. And so they
didn't like that.
they didn't like that very much and decided to take action on that.
Yes.
And yeah, it's interesting. It's one of those things where you know how if you die on the scene, you're only pronounced dead when you're like, you know, a doctor can pronounce you dead.
Yeah,
and you arrive
exactly.
at the hospital. So the initial reports are all like, this victim was rushed to the hospital and pronounced dead at the hospital.
Right.
So you kind of get this feeling that
He survived.
at first.
He
and,
could have pulled through.
yeah, died along the way.
No.
But then you see the footage, and they have the body under like a yellow tarp,
Yeah.
like just
Oh.
It's not the resuscitation tarp that
Yeah.
they put over you.
yeah. Anyway, rip, rest in peace. I mean, I don't know if he was a criminal or not, but either way, that's sad. But that's all over the place. It's all
I
over the
know.
news. It's the big news today.
I've seen it.
So we had to cover the big news.
That's literally it. Let's not talk about how voter turnout is at an all-time fucking high. That's in the news.
That is in the news, and that's actually impressive
Yeah.
because, you know, I don't think it would be that if it wasn't if like what's going on in the States
Yeah.
wasn't in like a lot of Canadians' minds.
I think so. I think it takes like some sort of big political event close to fucking home
Yeah.
to spark people into like, oh shit, I gotta get active to, I don't know, I guess ensure it doesn't happen here. But it's like,
We're not really at risk exactly of it happening here, but we're also kind of are.
I think it depends
In
on who
some
you
capacity.
talk to. Some people will tell you that, oh no, the Democratic Party is just entirely made to control people and just gonna destroy everyone.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, other people are on the opposite side are saying like, no, man, it's the Conservative Party who's just
Jono, that doesn't even live in Canada,
Yes.
says he did point it directly at the police. Even Jono knows better.
yeah, I believe it.
The Trump hate is fueling Canadian politics for some reason, as if it is comparable. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not comparable, but I feel like, yeah, it certainly is fueling Canadian politics.
Yeah, it's fueling a lot of Canadian patriotism as well.
Yeah, which I don't think he
He
kind of
planned on that. Yeah,
I don't think he was aware. Actually, what's that guy? I think his name's Joe, Average Joe Rogan. That's it.
Yes.
And the other average guy, Average Jordan Peterson.
yes.
The psychologist of men Men.
You know, he used to be a teacher at U of T.
Oh yeah.
I think he still is technically.
No, didn't they say no way, Jose?
I think he's still technically like on. He still has tenure, but he's just not allowed to teach.
He's not allowed to talk to people anymore.
Yeah, he's not allowed. He's not allowed to say anything on like U of T grounds, but he's still eligible for a fucking paycheck. It's great being a university professor,
sounds
man.
great,
What a fucking scam.
What a riot. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know enough about him to really say anything.
Yeah.
But he was on, other than he's average, like everyone else is average, because nobody's that unique.
Nobody's that.
That's not an insult, Joe Rogan. Okay, you have the #1 podcast on the planet.
You have the #1 skin that looks like beef jerky. You should be proud of yourself.
You don't need everyone to kiss your ass, okay? It's okay if some random guy calls you average.
Yes.
I don't think that's that big of an insult. So Joe Rogan, if you hear
did
this,
somebody call him average and he got cranky? Is that what happens?
maybe.
I don't know. I don't follow Joe Rogan at all. So.
I'm not average. I'm the #1 guy on the planet. I'm the man's man. I'm a man all the time.
No.
But no, Jordan Peterson was on the show recently, and that's something he talked about was how he didn't think that Trump really thought this would happen in terms of like this like sudden wave of patriotism that a lot of Canadians are exhibiting, which I think is pretty cool. I think it's that self-identity that like I don't think people thought we had.
Yeah, I mean, we probably didn't, but there's nothing to like bring people together like someone else trying to take away, an external threat, someone trying to take away your freedom.
No, well, that's the thing though. We did. We just don't wave it around like
True.
some our fellow people, neighbors to the south do, right? Like we don't care to wave our patriotism in the air, to kind of like flash it in your face, to wear it on our clothes as much as Americans do. Nothing wrong with that. Like the American merch is dope. You find American merch all over the world.
Did you see the interview with like the flag factory in China? How they were at? They're like one of the main factories that supplies the Make America Great Again and Trump 2025 flags.
And the hats too.
And the hats and all the merch. And they're like, are you worried that sales are gonna drop? And they're like, not really. People still want this stuff, so they'll pay for it. We're expecting a small decline, but we're not too worried about it.
A lot of the things to do with China have been backpedaled now. Anyway.
I know, I saw, man. It's like, oh, jeez.
China's great. China's always been great.
We love them.
We love China. They're our greatest partners.
Oh, man.
Anyway, this isn't a political show.
It's not a political show, even though we just spent 10 minutes talking about politics.
Yeah.
I'm calling you out, Hugo.
This is a food show. The end of it is always a food show.
What have you been eating lately, Hugo?
No, we got to save the food stuff for later.
Oh, for God's sake.
I've been eating...
We're saving video games for later. We're saving food for later. Well, what are we talking about now?
We're getting to know each other right now.
Oh, okay.
How was your week?
Pretty good. I've been playing a lot of video games.
Speaking of video games, did you pre-order the Switch 2? It finally went on sale today.
Oh, Jesus. Finally. It's happened. The Switch 2 is coming out.
It's coming out.
Throw out your old Switches and burn your PCs.
The last Switch came out in 2017?
I guess.
16, 17?
Uh-huh.
Now there's a new one. With that comes a new Americano Cario Kart.
Yes, Mario Karts, Luigi Karts. Comes a brand new Luigi card, and a new Smash, and a new Donkey Kong game. Apparently, they've already they said that the release catalog is going to be something like 60 games, but they're mostly going to be like third party, like farm simulators and whatever, like ports from other consoles over. Yeah, the majority of like the brand new like first party Mario things, it's like slim. There's the Mario Kart. There's probably going to be a Mario Party, and then there's the Donkey Kong game. That's it.
Jono has a Kirby cart too.
Oh, Kirby cart.
That's cool.
We're bringing Kirby back, baby.
Kirby.
You didn't think he was coming back.
Kirby was based off of the lawyer that helped save Nintendo back in the 90s.
Kirby.
Jack Kirby.
I don't know if that was his first name, but that's what it is now.
I think it is Jack Kirby. That sounds right.
Okay.
It's pretty cool. He's a pink little cute little character.
I think I saw that on like Did You Know Gaming,
Yeah.
where they like break down, hey, did you know that Solid Snake is actually a reference to a hard penis.
Oh my God, he legit looks like Kirby. Hold on.
Put him up on the big screen.
Did actually Jack too?
He's round and pink.
John Kirby. It's John O'Kirby.
It's John Kirby.
Hello.
Hello there.
Legend.
I want to suck you up.
Oh no.
That's what
Drasko.
he does. He eats like a good American. I'm just joking. I eat like a greasy bastard too.
I don't know. I'm not super excited about this console.
Neither am I. I'm not willing to pay $450 MSRP, which is probably going to be increased to like
$450. What are you talking about? It's much higher here.
No, that's the MSRP. That's the manufacturer suggested retail price is $450. That's before tariffs and everything else.
Are you sure that's Canadian pricing? I feel like that's at best American. Because I read
It is.
$650 is what it's likely going to be.
It's after all the, fees and everything else that comes along with it, and probably the shipping costs and everything. It's going to be closer to like $600.
Yeah, but it has Jono says, but it has a 480p webcam peripheral.
Oh, thank God.
That you have to buy separately. They couldn't have included that?
What is this, the fucking Xbox where you got to buy that little thing to insert to get the DVD player? What a scam that was.
Yeah, and it never worked.
It's the worst fucking controller.
And the camera thing is, look, it's kind of cool because like it's like Zoom calls but for video games with your friends.
Oh, goody. That's exactly like, God knows I can't do that with this thing.
But if it was built in a nice way, I actually think that's a cool idea.
It would have been.
But it's not built in. And okay, I get that it's not built in because you want to be able to place the camera places.
Yeah.
They could have at least built it into the system, the docked system, so when you're playing undocked, the camera is built in. I mean, if we can get cameras on every single cell phone, they could have built a little tiny camera into the console so that as you're playing, your friends can get that view of you playing. Like in the corner, if you're playing Mario Kart, for example, they could have the view of the players that are playing and like their live view, which I think would be really cool. But they didn't build it in, and it's never going to be there unless for like their next version 2-3 years down the line, maybe then they do it. But on top of that, it's an add-on accessory. Like you couldn't have included that. I mean, if it actually is 480p, but even if it isn't, I just think like you couldn't have included that camera for people.
Hugo,
at that price?
You're thinking too short term. You're not thinking about the Switch 2 Plus, which will have the camera built into it.
Or included in some capacity.
Exactly. You're thinking too far up the chain. They've already figured it out. They just need to wait a few years, see what other problems happen. Maybe the controller is also going to be fucked in some way. That I don't know if they fixed that Joy-Con drift from the first fucking Switch.
They did fix that.
Oh.
In a permanent way.
Oh, I hope so.
They're using a completely different technology for the.
Well, I hope so because I had my Switch for like fucking 3 months and I noticed the drift already.
I somehow was
that's
lucky.
fucking
I still
ridiculous.
haven't. I've had it for years, but I didn't even know of the issue until recently because I never actually experienced it. But I know it's a common thing. But they did resolve that. That at least is resolved, which is nice. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, like their second console had an OLED screen, and now this one doesn't have an OLED screen.
You gotta build up to these things, man.
On, man.
Early
It's
adopter
2025.
cannon fodder. Thank you, Jono. That's it. You know, it's the suckers who wait in line 6 hours on launch. They get the terrible ones.
It's true.
You gotta fuck your real fans first, and then you get the fucking guys who wait a few years, who get it cheaper and with the more stuff
Isn't
on it.
that fucked?
You gotta thank them.
Your diehards get the shittier deal.
Fuck them.
It makes no sense.
Did you hear how they're trying to release a Japan exclusive Switch and it's going to be cheaper than the other Switches that they're releasing internationally?
Oh no.
They want to actually make it so it's PAL region locked. So you can only buy it in Japan, and they want to reduce the price because they don't have to export it. They're gonna manufacture and distribute it locally, so it's cheaper, so more people will buy it.
Seems like it's great for Japanese tourism.
Japanese tourism.
Oh, but it's region locked though.
Yeah. It's region locked, so you can only play it there.
Well, PAL I think is also Europe, but yeah.
Sorry, I meant like PAL and
they have their own code though, don't they?
Or
is it just PAL and like America, like the
NTSC?
NTSC.
Yeah. I think it's just those two.
I think it is just those two.
But
yeah,
it's just it does suck.
I mean,
for the
that makes sense. You could bet your ass if America could do that they would.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if they had a console that they could manufacture in the States, they'd sell it for cheaper in the States, and then fuck the rest of the world. Like, why not? I mean, it's capitalism, baby. That's the thing we're missing in all this conversation. None of it is about doing the right thing or like making customers happy. No. It's about making them just happy enough that they'll buy your shit.
Especially Nintendo. They're not in the business of like hanging on and like making new friends.
No, not at all. They've always alienated their core fan base in the name of profit.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, to some extent, you got to give them credit because they are doing well.
They are. I think their consoles is like one of the only things that people look forward to. Like, I don't know if like the Xbox and the PlayStation console demographic is still as big as it was like, you know, back in the early 2000s when like those systems were still coming out. Now I think PC gaming is getting a little bit more recognition. And it seems like PCs are a little bit more accessible as well. I mean, they're available on like laptops now, so if you don't want the whole thing of like getting a massive tower, this thing here, you can just get a little laptop. Take it along with you.
Yeah.
Wherever you like.
Yeah, but those gaming laptops are big
They are.
laptops.
They're big. They're big though, and they are also expensive.
But Steam Decks are cool because they are basically like whole computers in smaller format.
Exactly.
And they can probably run way better games than Nintendo, but they couldn't run Nintendo games.
No. Sorry, those are only available on your
that's the
Nintendo
problem.
console.
And the thing
they'll
is,
always be $80.
they're so fun though.
Yeah.
Like when you have people over, nothing beats Nintendo games. When people are over, you're not playing fucking Call of Duty together.
You used to.
You did used to.
Yeah, used to when it was a good thing to have.
I think as adults though, like nobody's playing those games. They're too hardcore for the casual gamer.
Yeah.
But any Nintendo game, whether it's Mario Tennis or the golf or Mario Kart or even Smash Brothers, they're all games that people can pick up and play in some competitive fashion, even if it's their first time playing it. And it's great for when people are over to play those games. They're so much fun.
When you got the Wii, did you buy the Wii Sports, was it?
Yeah.
And it had like
the Wii Sports came with the Wii, if I'm not mistaken.
Did it come with it, or was it like, did you have to purchase it?
I can't remember now.
Because the Nintendo president of America at the time, Reggie, he's like the fucking, everyone still thinks he's like head Nintendo guy for US, but he retired a long time ago. Anyway, he fucking begged Miyamoto to just make it free on launch for everybody, because it would just be like this great thing for like people will want to play it. Just make it free, and then everybody who gets the console has this free fucking game, and then that'll entice them to buy more and like play more. And Miyamoto was like, nah, there's money to be made, fuck you. He literally begged him to do it.
That's crazy.
And he's just like, nah, money. I'm not doing it.
I'm surprised
Miyamoto didn't want to go through with it.
Yeah, you would have thought.
He's very selective over like the things that he will release and won't release, and he has such a firm grasp on Nintendo and what their business policies are, and he just does not want to do anything that's like free for a lot of people. Yeah. He wants to make money. He wants to keep Nintendo kind of like this prestige thing that like not everyone has access to it. It's like something very special.
Oh, yeah, it's so special. They're friggin' 2 decades behind in their online system, man. And they still want to charge for it. They have the same caliber of online system as Xbox had when it first came out. Probably worse than that.
Well,
okay, yeah, it operates at a higher bandwidth than it did back then. You can play Mario Kart online and in today's graphics. But I feel like the original Xbox Live had a better chat system built in.
I think it did.
Than the Switch has today. Then even the Switch 2 will probably have, man. Like, that's the thing. At a time where consoles are coming out with that stuff built in, like I'm thinking PS2, Xbox, and then even PS3, Nintendo was just like, nah.
People don't need that.
People don't want it. They don't care for it. Yeah. But, you know, like, that's the thing. They still succeeded despite it, which is kind of the thing. Like, they know what people actually want, and if they think that people don't want it, they won't put it in. Even the Wii that came out in 2006, again, like at a time where the 360 and the PS3 was out, and they all had full-fledged online systems with like really well thought out, like social connection tool, like platform, like the online systems were really good. Nintendo still didn't. You had to buy like another adapter. They didn't have a chat. You could play some games online, but it was like There was no chat. There was no friends. There was nothing. Like, it was awful. And even to this day, it's still pretty bad. Like, I don't know how it'll be for the Switch too, but with the Switch, you have to download a companion app on your phone to facilitate like a voice conversation with your friends playing Mario Kart with you.
Holy shit.
So you get this app, you're logged in, you have your friends added on the app. I mean, they're like, it's connected through the account, and then through the phone essentially is how you can chat.
Shit.
It's not built into the console at all.
Why wouldn't you just use Discord?
Well, exactly. At that point, you might as well. They have like their own solution for no reason, really. I don't think there's any advantages. Like, I don't use it. I tried it and I was like, this is literally worse than Discord. I might as well just use Discord.
Yeah.
You know? And it's just like, come on, man. There's no excuse for that other than corporate greed. It's not that you couldn't develop it. You could. You just didn't care to.
I mean, I think it's a thing. I don't know if it's just like Japanese style of developing games, because there are other games. There's like MMORPGs that are all online, and almost none of them have any kind of voice communication, which is something that you really need when in most of these games, when you get to like the higher levels of gameplay, like near end game stuff, you need to be very coordinated with the rest of your team. Like, you're playing with 11 other people, and everybody needs to know exactly what they're doing with their characters when you're like, say, taking on a specific boss. It's like a 10 to 15 minute like boss fight, and everybody needs to know exactly what to do at exact points and intervals. And if you don't have voice chat for that, you are not getting through this thing, especially if you're playing with like random fucking people, or even with people that you know. Like, there's just no way to communicate well with like a mouse or with just like a keyboard and typing. So
Yeah.
the developers of this game, it's Final Fantasy 14, they have not implemented any kind of voice chat, and they have specifically said, if you want voice chat, go to Discord or download anything else and communicate with your guild or your team that way. We are not implementing that.
You know,
they just straight out said it.
I kind of get that. You know, like, John also brings up a good point. Like, if kids are going to be playing it, maybe they didn't want that kind of chatting on the console.
I think it's
because it does like potentially change the rating of a game.
Have you seen the monkey house that happens on Xbox Live?
Yeah.
It's
Exactly.
It is.
I guess I'm thinking about like more.
Holy shit.
And you know what? Like, I hate that. Like, you know, I hate that I'm wrong. Because like, it's true these days. It is even if it is built in, people are just using Discord.
Yeah.
Because it's way better.
It is way better because you can share like more than just like voice clips or like just chatting. You can share memes, you can share clips, you can fucking give me this file that I need for this thing.
Exactly.
Here's my Google Doc for my character sheet spread,
Yeah.
you know?
Or like sometimes there's like custom files, like modded files that you share between friends.
Exactly.
And it's so much easier within Discord. And everyone's got Discord. You don't have to worry. Like, the worst is when you have to like add your friends within the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I'm already friends on like Discord. Why do we have
Just
to
go
through
on
this
there.
whole thing just to be able to chat?
Yeah.
I guess the only thing is like you still need some sort of chat system if it's an online game where there's like chatting between all the players. But yeah, I guess it doesn't have to be that comprehensive if with your actual friends you're going to be using Discord anyway.
I mean, something I do like about Discord is when I was playing Final Fantasy 14 and I was part of like a guild, they had like every week on 2 nights they would have like, oh, everybody, you know, logs in and then we go do these like raids and bosses and stuff, and we do that for like a few hours. And there were times when I couldn't play, when I was just like, you know, playing something else or I just didn't feel like playing, but everybody was logged in into the chat and like they were all linked up on the communication, and I could just join in and be like, hey guys, what's up, what are you guys doing now? So I wasn't playing, but I could still like join in on the banter, which is something that I appreciated.
It's true. And that is something you can kind of only do with, if it's Discord, if it's like a third party that's running the communication rather than built in. Man, fuck. Nintendo got me again.
I hate being wrong, but I love it when I'm right.
Yeah, it's really nice when you end up being right.
Yeah.
In this particular occasion, I wasn't really. It's ultimately, I guess, maybe it's fine that Nintendo doesn't have a built-in better platform.
Would you really want to just be logged in and then just sitting there in your Mario Kart cart, and while all the rest of us are playing and you're just sitting there on the starting position, not really moving anywhere, but you want to be in on the chat anyway?
Yeah, no.
You're just taking up a spot, Hugo. I see you on the fucking track.
If I'm there, I'm racing.
Near
There's
the
a
fucking
race to be
finish
had,
line.
I'm having a race. Going backwards.
Yeah. No, not even going backwards. You're just sitting there, and I'm trying to fucking beat this other asshole, and I'm trying to get into first place, but then I bump into you, and I lose first place, and he takes first place. Thanks.
Sorry.
Oh, did you hear about how they're doing like the Mario Kart open world, and there's going to be like potentially like 30 to 40 people in a single race?
Yeah, I did.
Can you imagine the amount of blue shells that are going to be flying on that motherfucker?
There's no way they're gonna allow blue shells.
It's supposed to be like an open world Mario Kart. Like, how the fuck is that going to work?
I don't know, but I kind of do feel like they'll figure it out. I remember when Zelda was first coming out and being open world, a lot of people were like, Zelda is not going to work as open world.
Do this.
But it's like, how is it not going to work as open world? It already felt like it was open world.
Yeah.
It's not that much of a stretch for Breath of the Wild to be as fully open world as it was over what like Ocarina of Time was 2 decades before.
Yeah.
Literally. So all that to say, I think Nintendo can figure out a way to make a fun Mario Kart that's open world.
I mean, a lot of games are doing open world now.
Yeah.
It's like games that you previously thought was like, no, it has to maintain in like a tight, like linear play style. It's like, no, just open those fucking walls up, man.
But there's some downsides to that too, right? Like
You gotta fill up the sandbox, and then some parts of it are unfortunately going to be empty.
and I think the narrative of stories can suffer from it too.
Yeah.
But not that you can't tell a good story with a good open world system.
No, like you can. It's
I think it's harder.
like you have to fall back on something else as well. You can have a good story, but you have to like also zoom in on the exploration as well. You have to have that sense of like wonder where like people come in and it's open, and then you can just go and explore anything.
But we're like, if every game becomes that,
Yeah.
I love exploring a video game too.
Yeah.
But if every game was that,
It kind of reduce like, I think there's like good sides and bad sides to it, because on the good side, it kind of allows you to just kind of like pop in and play and like explore for a little bit. If you just want to go and explore for like, an hour or something, you don't want to commit too hard to like, a specific dungeon or something. You're like, no, I just want to go to like the ice area.
that is nice.
And it's like, you go to where you feel like, and you explore a little bit.
But then you sometimes feel like there's like, where do I
like-
go?
yeah, there's
you
like-
pop in and there's like nothing particular to do. So you're like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
It's like real life.
Yeah.
It's way too real for me.
Yeah, I'm
You
just
know?
like,
Yeah.
you go outside and like, where the fuck do I go?
Yeah.
I can go anywhere.
Yeah.
But I really don't want to go anywhere.
I have multiple quests that I can do.
Yeah.
And I don't
I'm choosing to go back home, back into the save screen.
Yeah. You know what? I don't feel like playing this right now. I'm logging out. I'm going to go play Dish Simulator.
Lawn mowing simulator.
Oh,
Just consider everything you do in life as a simulator.
Yeah.
And then it's fun again. It's a fun video game. Laundry simulator.
No, man. I need to separate it, because video games are my reward for doing the stupid boring shit in real life.
No,
All right.
make the video games play only chore simulator games so that you hate video games and you'd rather do the real life stuff.
Then why the fuck am I playing the chore simulators when nothing's
To
getting
enjoy
done?
life.
Oh,
Life is the break from the monotonous chore games. Play lots of chore simulator.
I don't think you thought.
Homework simulator.
I don't think you thought this one through.
Oh,
all
I
the way,
did. You
Hugo.
can choose the grade, but all right, I'm gonna do grade 8 homework simulator. You can kind of like graduate through high school all over again. They can even have like a friendship thing built into it if it makes you happy. You know,
Excellent.
you do too much homework, you don't have enough friends. If you don't do any homework, you have a lot of friends, but you're a loser
How are you a loser when you have so many friends, Hugo?
because you are stuck in grade 8 forever. And eventually you're
And
30
all your
in
friends,
grade 8.
all your friends are in fucking grade 10, and you're still in grade 8.
Yeah. You have lots of them, but nobody likes you anymore. And they all move on.
Well, everybody thinks you're that weird guy, and then they're always like, "Oh, you're hanging out with that dude who's like still in grade 8." And
I
you're a
guess-
senior.
I guess this is just like a video game or like a school simulator game.
They do have that. It's called Persona.
Yeah?
Yeah, except it takes place in Japan, and you go into an alternate dimension and fight demons.
Oh.
So kind of exactly
What about
like
Bully?
school.
That was kind of in a school place.
Bully was entirely in a school,
you
and
know.
you weren't actually the bully, if you believe it. You could run around and be an asshole, but your job was kind of like to keep all the other cliques in check. They had nerds, they had jocks, they had like 1950s greasers for some fucking reason. Like, and
Schools still have that.
they all hung out in front of like the auto body shop and they all smoked. So that was that.
That's sick.
They had.
I never actually played it, but I've seen it played.
It wasn't bad. It had a pretty decent like melee like combat system. Yeah, the main character looked like fucking Bobby Hill though.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. I do recall that.
Yeah.
It's so funny because Bobby Hill
is the greatest.
I'm sure that character was inspired by Bobby Hill. The resemblance is too strong.
I know he's got the same haircut and he looks like a weird little potato gremlin.
Little Idaho potato gremlin.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, that's a good photo.
I don't know
Photo. Image. Good show. Hank of the Hill.
Yeah, Hank of the Hill. Pretty fucking cool.
Hank and Friends.
Mm-hmm.
That man ain't right.
Uh-huh.
That is just a loading screen.
That is just a loading screen.
Damn shame is what it is, all this computer.
I'm not casting anything, so I don't know what's going.
Oh, well, it's just what I'm looking at.
Oh, yeah, they're reviving King of the Hill as well.
And How I Met Your Mom in the Middle.
Really?
Or House in the Middle. Malcolm in the Middle.
They're bringing that one back?
Yeah, that's the one.
I thought Frankie Muniz was, like, done. He's like a...
He bought all the cars. He has no money. He needs to get another show.
Yeah, he bought all the cars. Did you know he was like a Formula One racer?
No, he
like,
wasn't.
Not Formula One, but he was like some kind of... Not NASCAR either, but he was just like
some guy.
Was he an Indy 500?
He was some kind of American sports car racer.
Yeah.
But that was after he had like two
American
fucking strokes.
sports car race.
Yes.
And he had 2 strokes?
He had 2 strokes.
What is he, like 29? How old is Frankie Muniz these days?
He was probably like our age, like around that area.
He seems like a chill dude too. I thought you had to be stressed out to get a stroke.
You can be fucking entirely not stressed out and have a stroke. You can just be a fucking potato and have a stroke.
That's scary, man.
Yeah, you know what's scary? Like the #1 killer for like anyone is fucking heart disease due to
stress,
being a lazy ass,
being a potato.
Yeah.
Damn, I gotta unpotato myself.
Shit, yeah, look at him. 39
years active, 97. Okay, so he's like 20.
Yeah, racing driver.
39, 85. Yeah, he's getting up there. He's still a young man, and he's rich. So, oh yeah, look at him.
Yeah,
Frankie Muniz, number 33 truck.
No, but it was a specific celebrity race.
Pro celebrity race in 2011.
Daytona 500.
Well, 2006. Muniz entered 14 races
And
during the
where did he
2006.
Did he win?
Top first in something.
Top first, damn. This guy's serious.
In April, he again competed, finishing 11th after starting 19th. So he's not the best. He's no Ford v Ferrari, but you know.
Oh, he was also a drummer.
You hang up, drummer.
You hang up now. Honestly, I'm excited about it because it has all the original cast for Frankie Muniz in the middle. So
I don't know if I am. I don't know about all these like revival TV shows where they're like bringing him back.
Ooh, the Full House one was terrible.
Oh yeah, Fuller House.
Fuller House.
It was way worse than the original.
Why
it was
would they
so
do
lame.
that? Wait, when that show came out, had what was his name?
What was his name? Bob Saget.
That's it. Did
Bob Saget do comedy? Yeah, he did.
No, not that. I know he did comedy. Was he alive when Fuller House came out? I don't think
Yes.
so. Was he still alive?
I think so. He only passed recently.
Bob Saget.
I'm gonna look it up.
I mean, there's also the Frasier reboot that they did.
Oh yeah.
And also, I don't know if anyone's got a hard on for fucking Night Court,
Big time.
but they had a fucking not a reboot. Well, yeah, I guess it kind of was a reboot. It was a reboot of Night Court, and they like, what was it? It was just like now a woman now as the main lawyer, and that's it. Great, the reboot everyone was itching for. Fucking Night Court.
They have like a reboot of ER now called The Pit.
Oh yeah, Grace actually really enjoys that show.
It's good.
It's really
Yeah, people, like I watch it when she's watching it in bed, and I can just hear it, and I can just hear her like, oh
Yeah, but
like as like someone who works in fucking healthcare, I think that they appreciate these kinds
For
of
sure.
shows more. And like something she enjoys is like seeing them just constantly hand sanitize. Like
Every
they do it like 8 times an episode, and she's like, "Thank fucking God!" Every time they do the hand sanitizer, she's like, "Oh yes."
Well, yeah,
It's
like
they
in
have
in between every patient, they have to.
Yeah, they have to. Like
It feels pretty realistic.
yeah,
so
it is.
I do appreciate just how real it feels.
Yeah.
And how hectic it is.
Yeah, that's
Like,
something
it's
that
so
happens.
crazy.
It's something that happens a lot in these like.
There's a line in the show where they talk about that, where they're like, life of the emergency doctor, you're pulled in a different direction every like 3 to 5 minutes.
Yeah, so you got to be all over the fucking place.
Yeah. And like watching, if you haven't seen the show, not really, it's not a spoiler this, but it's kind of like 24 in its format, where every episode is an hour, and it's like chronological.
Yeah.
And at the end of the season, you'll go through a whole day.
Yeah.
But you do get this sense of like just sheer exhaustion of how much they have to do.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's only 10 in the morning and all this has happened.
Yeah.
But it also feels like really realistic in like a busy ER day.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
And I agree with Jono. Like, yeah, medical drama stresses me the fuck out too. Just seeing these people and how they're like jamming tubes into motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I'm like, ugh. And Grace is just like, they didn't do it right. I'm like, what are you fucking, you're insane.
I mean, it is stressful, and it really gets you thinking about just like how
The human body works, and how they're like, yeah, just pump more of this shit into him. He'll be fine. I'm like, how do you people know this?
doctors.
Yeah, fucking medical science is wild, man. I love that one episode where they're like, this family comes in and they're like, yeah, your kid has like measles. And like, did he get a vaccine? And they're like, no, we can't give him the vaccine. And they're like, okay, we can treat him. We have to do like a spinal tap and withdraw like fluid for him. And then it's just like, no, it's going to give him autism and shit. And then the main doctor, he's just like, okay, I really can't be here right now. He's like dealing with like 5 gunshot wound injuries like down the way. And he walks out, he's like, fucking Dr. Google bullshit. They want the medical advice. They want the help, but they don't want to take our advice for this. It's bullshit. Like, oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a different topic.
Yeah, and it's something that they deal with. And then they're like, there's so many
That
people
would
in
stress
it.
me out if I even more than it already does. Like
Yeah.
the anti-vaxxers, like I think
There's people who come in knowing better than you, who are
Yeah.
medically trained professional.
Exactly.
No, I know fucking better.
being an outsider, like it still frustrates me. But I think if I was in the medical field,
Yeah.
it would frustrate me to no end. I'd also have to step out
Yeah.
because it would just be like, come on. Yeah, like you said, how you know better than me because you went on Google and somebody told you this vaccine wasn't tested or it's
They
dangerous.
have the truth on X, Hugo. All
They
right.
do.
You got to spend 15 minutes a day on there to get your full
Every-
dose of
full-
truth.
Yeah, that's true though. If you don't, you're
You're only seeing one side.
yeah, you're just taking the blue pill. What about the red pill?
Exactly.
You got to take both pills. That's what the Matrix was actually trying to communicate. It's not about choosing one.
Yeah.
It's about choosing both.
Balance.
Balance.
Let's Star Wars, man. The balance
Yeah.
in the Force.
Yin and yang.
Yes.
Battle of both.
Yes.
Keep it equilibrated.
Yes. Like that movie Equilibrium starring Batman.
And Denzel.
Denzel wasn't in it.
Denzel was totally in equilibrium.
Denzel was not in Equilibrium. You're thinking of not Aragorn, not Legolas. Who's the other one? Come on.
Describe.
Stark.
There were other.
Stark.
Oh,
Tony Stark.
no.
Yes.
I want to say like Romeo or
Eddard Stark.
Eddard Stark.
Yes, Eddard Stark. Yeah. What's his name?
No.
Sean Bean.
Sean Bean.
Sean Bean.
No, man, he was in Equilibrium for sure.
No, he wasn't.
Denzel Washington.
Denzel
There was even a
Washington
sequel.
Was not in Equilibrium. There was no sequel. You are racist.
If it wasn't Equilibrium, then it was like Equalizer. That's what it was.
You fuck. That's not even the same movie, bro.
It's maybe not,
it's
but
Boromir.
It's 100. Thank you, Boromir. It's 100% not the same movie.
they both are about being equalized.
Batman doesn't show up.
No, he doesn't need to because Denzel's the equalizer. He's the great equalizer.
I bet.
He maintains the equilibrium by being the great equalizer.
Yes. Yes.
Anyway, Jono says doctors aren't gods who know everything
No.
either. No, they for sure aren't. And
But I'll trust a doctor more then I would trust like looking up symptoms on the internet
Or
and then
or
self-diagnosing.
Yeah, or a social media personality telling you how to live your life.
Yes.
And saying the best way forward is to eat only meat. And it's just like, come on.
Yeah.
That, maybe worked for you even.
Yes.
But I don't think that's like broad advice that you should be giving as if you were a doctor.
Yeah. Like
or to be telling people to not take like measles and mumps vaccines for fear of essentially of just the unknown and this just having this distrust. And I think that's my problem with it is just like, okay, you're just afraid. You don't trust anything about them because one thing is sketchy. Now you don't believe anything to come out of the medical field. And I think that's wrong too, where it's like, well, I just distrust any of these like organizations. And so now you're not getting vaccinated in certain diseases that were basically almost wiped out.
Coming back.
Are coming back.
We had like 3 measles outbreaks in Toronto in the last year.
Sheer ignorance. That's not people that are more in touch with their body and know what they need better than a doctor. That's sheer ignorance and being persuaded by social media personalities that shouldn't be able to tell people what to do when it comes to medical advice.
Look, man, sometimes you just need a good dose of horse dewormer. That'll fix everything.
Give me some of that. Dewormed brain. But cause extremes are the problem.
Yeah, I think on all sides.
You shouldn't be 100%, exactly. You shouldn't be 100% trust or 100% distrust the doctor. And there are a lot of cases of like doctors making mistakes and really harming people.
There's doctor quackery, and then there's like them not following procedures correctly, or just like not.
They're human.
Yeah, they're human, but I think it's more of like a shock to people because like a lot of people do put such faith in doctors. So when something does happen where they do give bad advice, it's just so much more of a shock. You're like, no, you're supposed to tell me exactly what to do. I put my faith in you, and then like this bad thing happened.
But that's why they always say like get second opinions, right?
Yeah, that's something that's always available.
Like there are lots of different doctors, and they come with varying, like any other professional, varying expertises and knowledge even within the same expertise.
I mean, it is kind of hard sometimes to get another doctor's opinion, though. That's the problem. It's not like they're growing on fucking trees.
But that's
it's hard enough to get into.
That's the whole business of the medical world in general, which I have a lot of problems with that. With the business of the medical world.
Just how most hospitals are run and how they're run like a fucking business. Like, holy
I don't know if you saw that in the show. Like, one of the threats is that they're gonna get like an external private company to make it run more efficiently, to increase the satisfactory ratings. And it's like, man, that's nuts. And and the way they do it is by like offering him the director, or I guess the main doctor, the head doctor, a raise, while so that he allows them and approves them coming in. But then they're going to cut all the salaries and wages of the staff, and of everything else. And it's like, oh, great. That's so easy to turn a profit. Anyone can do that. Any fucking genius can go into a place, pay one person more so that they can go in there, and then cut the costs of everything else by just slashing wages. And it's like, look at this. I'm a fucking genius. I walked in and I just increased the profits by 30%. All you did was cut costs. But that is technically also increasing profit. It's a short-term gain, though, because it's going to turn to decrease profits. And actually, there's companies that specialize in doing this. They go in there, cut the fat, report increased profits, and before there's an actual chance for those profits to start going down,
they sell
out.
Yeah, it's called a pump and dump scheme.
Similar, yeah. It's not really though, because a pump and dump is different. But
it's like you get people to invest their money into it, and then you cash out before the fucking crash.
It's similar though in that you are pumping up the value by just cutting the excess costs, or really by just reducing wages usually, or firing a bunch of people. And before numbers like the company's natural numbers of sales and whatever metrics that you're tracking go down because you fired all these people, you have these like 1 or 2 quarters where you can report a huge profit increase and make it look like you came in and really fixed the business when you didn't do shit that was actually good for the business. And then the evaluation of the company goes up, and you sell and you get the hell out.
Yeah.
You make millions and millions of dollars, and then you leave the company in shambles.
Late stage capitalism, baby.
Yeah. This is an economics podcast.
This is a food podcast, economics, video games, travel, food,
Medical. It's a medical podcast.
TVs, movies. Baby, you got it all here on the Huge Podcast.
Speaking of movies and TV, did you ever finish Silo or Severance or
Oh,
something?
hell no. We got into season 2, episode 3.
Of Severance?
Yes, of Severance. And then we're like, this is too fucking like serious and gritty. We need something like lighthearted and fun.
It does definitely stop being lighthearted at that point.
Yeah, it got a little bit on like the serious side, and then we're like, we need something a bit more fun. So we just marathoned 4 seasons of Stranger Things. We just finished all of it.
There's a new season coming
There's
out.
a season. Holy shit, those kids grow up so fucking fast, man.
seriously.
I know one of them's married now.
Oh man, it's not even their outside lives. It's just they go from like grade school to looking like fucking 20-year-olds who are still in like early high school. It's just so weird. Oh man.
Yep.
It's strange.
Stranger Things.
Should we take a little break?
Yeah.
9,
I think
10.
so, but let's
I'm out of a drink.
Quick break because we were late.
yes.
3-minute break. today.
3-minute break, I
We're
think.
doing a quick break because we were late. And we're
Yes.
sorry about that.
Yes.
We're eternally sorry.
I'm not apologizing though, so that's
no,
something
but
to
people are going to apologize to you. You're going to get your ass whooped after the break, and we're going to bring some snacks next
No.
episode.
Okay. Sounds
And
good.
speaking of that, get some snacks while we're on break.
Yes, take a few
Get
minutes.
some cheesy popcorn. We'll see you back soon. We're doing it live.
Live and direct.
Live and direct to you and your courtesy family. Welcome back, everybody.
Curtis E. family.
Curtis E. is here with me. He'd like an apology because you bullied him.
You bullied
And
me.
he won't apologize to you.
You bullied me in high school, and you bullied me with making fun of me on my photos of camping. And I want an apology for it.
Who made fun of you in your photos of camping?
Some people.
Some people do
Who
this.
shall remain nameless.
Wow.
I'm using this platform as an opportunity to air out my grievances against all those who have wronged me.
Tell us a little more about that, Drasko. Who's like top on your list?
On my revenge list?
Yes.
Number one with an exclamation mark. Name begins with an H.
Hillary? Hubert?
No, man. The guy with the mustache.
Oh.
He owes me an apology.
Hubert. The hitman.
Yes, the hitman.
The OG.
We're not getting into my personal list of grievances today.
I
They're
think
so
we should.
fun and weird.
Yeah,
All right. Well,
I know.
speaking of grievances, I would love to do. We haven't done one in a while.
Okay.
Am I the asshole?
Ah, I enjoy those as well.
I've queued one up there somewhere for you on your browser, since my browser's a dumbass.
Listen, Hugo, you can't blame technology for that, all right?
I love technology, but I still love you. You see, always and forever. Always and forever.
I love how you know that song.
Everything's computer in my life.
Which one is it? Because
Lucky.
you only have the homepage up.
Fucking great movie.
Am I the asshole for refusing to apologize for slapping my boyfriend when he smashed our birthday cake to my face? Am I the asshole for calling my husband a disgrace after he said my miscarriage ruined his birthday?
Kind of want to know more about that one, even though she's obviously not the asshole.
Am I the asshole?
Oh,
Jesus.
it's a huge body of text.
Am I the asshole for bringing a much older guy to Easter dinner after my dad left my mom for someone close to my age?
Me.
These are the best ones.
Am I the asshole for telling
they're
my
sweet.
wife I want a divorce after she gave me a concussion?
Yeah, that's the thing with that miscarriage one. It's too clean cut. We already know. Am I the asshole for calling my husband?
Yeah, well, that was an update for that one.
Updated.
My daughter's dance teacher invited her to a sleepover at her house. Would I be the asshole for formally complaining?
Formally. Thank you all for your input. A lot has happened. Now the asshole for refusing to make my sister-in-law's wedding cake for free. No. Okay, just pick one, Emily. We're just going to go scroll through all of Reddit.
Don't put this on me.
All right, do this wedding cake one. Let's go. 2 days ago.
Okay.
I,
away.
29F, run a bakery business that I've built from the ground up during the past 5 years.
Okay.
It started as a hobby during college, but now it's a registered business with steady clients, a dedicated workspace,
That's great.
and consistent orders during each month. That's
Fantastic.
awesome. Congrats to you.
Good job.
That's not easy to do. You're running a
Especially-
successful business of any kind.
Yes.
Especially one where you get to make your cake
and eat it too.
and eat it too. You know? I do mostly weddings, birthdays, other events. I take a lot of pride in what I do, and it's not just baking for fun anymore. This is my livelihood.
It's my fucking job,
This is
Hugo.
my fucking job. My sister-in-law.
Oh, I thought it was son-in-law.
Oh, maybe it is son-in-law. No, it's sister-in-law.
My 33-year-old female son-in-law.
Is getting married. At the beginning of June. She's my wife's older sister.
Okay.
And we're on friendly terms.
Okay.
But she's always had this vibe like she doesn't really take what I do seriously.
You're just making fucking cakes, bro. You don't do
Well,
anything.
that's exactly the vibe she has.
Yeah.
She thinks that just because, it's cake. I can make a cake.
I do it every fucking week. What's the problem?
I'll make you a cake right now.
Yeah.
Ooh, room temperature butter. Like, that's so hard to figure out.
Put it in the microwave, bro.
Can't have cold ingredients. Let's not forget, we got to preheat the oven first. Otherwise, that baking soda gets too baked. And then you have a fucking monster in the oven. Oh, cake.
Anyway,
That just sounds like jealousy.
that sounds petty, but let's find out more.
It has a certain vibe of jealousy.
It was very long.
Oh, God.
It's a story, okay?
All right.
I know, but the problem is it doesn't share nicely on the screen, so no one can see it. They're just watching you guys read it.
Oh,
Look at this.
No. Well, yeah, that's because technology. Can you disable that Hugo browser so that isn't there
It's
anymore?
not enabled.
Ain't enabled, Hugo. Your browser's not working.
There you go. It's disabled.
Now it's just
Fucking hate.
loading.
Well, it's still all behind.
I know
the-
it's still all fuckulated.
I know.
And,
So we're just trying to speed it up here. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Hugo. Speed
it's
it
a
up.
long story. It was either this or I read
Speed
Lord of
it
the
up,
Rings.
all right? She doesn't think it's a real job. Next point. Let's go.
Anyway, earlier this month, she asked to make her a wedding cake. I said sure and asked what she had in mind. She said she sent over some inspo pics, a 4-tier cake with smooth buttercream, floral piping, and real flowers on top and cascading down one side.
Okay.
She wanted it to be chocolate with sponge with raspberry filling in terms of taste, but she wanted for me to deliver to the venue myself on the morning of. Wow, I'm assuming she's also going to the wedding. After we got done discussing everything, I gave her a quote over the phone with a generous family discount, and she responded almost instantly that she didn't think I'd be charging her and that the cake would essentially be a wedding
Oh,
gift.
fuck.
I told her, well, I was going to give you a nice gift, not the cake. I told no, that I'm ad-libbing that in. I
Yes,
told her that I don't typically do wedding cakes as gifts because of how much time and work
Mm-hmm.
they take. But I'd be happy to buy her something from her registry instead, or still make the cake at a discounted price if she wanted. She wasn't happy. She said I was being transactional. And that it was just a cake. Oh my God, that's awful.
Oh my
And
God.
I clearly didn't want to be a part of her special day before hanging up on me. To be clear, I've made cakes for free before, but those were small, simple ones for people I care about, not my sister-in-law or friends who are going through a rough time. This isn't that my sister-in-law and her fiance can pay for the cake, and it's not like she's exactly respected my work in the past.
Okay.
Anyway, I think that's kind of the gist of it.
Sister-in-law.
No, she went on. Meanwhile, sister-in-law has been telling anyone who will listen that I'm making her big day about myself and trying to profit. Trying to profit off of her happiness.
These fuckers profiting off your happiness. You're getting married. I'm getting married. You know what's trying to profit off my happiness? The fucking bartenders, the church, the wedding, fucking
And
the
now
planners.
my sister-in-law.
And now my fucking sister-in-law, she couldn't just make me a free fucking cake.
have
These,
that
know
be the
what?
gift.
these money-grubbing fucks.
I mean,
You pay for services that are given to you.
Yeah.
You need to pay for
Yes.
things that are
yeah,
done
you don't
for
get to
Like,
go, especially for your wedding. You don't get to go to your family members or friends that you know do services that you could have them render for your fucking wedding
Yeah.
to try and save a buck.
Yeah. Hugo, I see you got a bunch of cameras here. I'm fucking getting married.
I'm gonna be drunk,
You better be taking good photos too.
and I'm gonna forget the memory cards.
You're just being transactional.
I'll take some photos on my phone, like hangover style. I'll make a little montage after.
that's the
what you
thing.
want.
Like, you're lucky to get a friend and family discount. If you're good family, you should be supporting your family's business, and you should be happy because anyone else would charge you way more.
Were you not paying attention to the story, Emily? What fucking business? She makes cakes. That's not even a real fucking
Yeah,
business.
Okay,
but
the
meanwhile,
last
she knew
thing-
enough to request like raspberry taste and like SpongeBob filling.
Real flowers on top. Stop. Those flowers are probably going to be $200 alone for the flowers. You know how much flowers cost from a florist nowadays? Get fucked unless you want them from like a mountain or like roadside gutter. Like, get out of here. Okay, so then
Dirty
there's
gutter flowers,
also
yes.
the mother-in-law got involved. Hold on.
Okay.
My mother-in-law called and she didn't really ask how I felt or tried to understand where I was coming from.
Dandelions.
She just seemed overwhelmed and kind of desperate to stop this from turning into a bigger family fight.
Okay.
She kept going on about how stressed my sister-in-law was and how she was being a bit much, but basically begged me to reconsider. My wife is completely on my side and has told her mom to stop trying to smooth things over at my expense, but even she admitted to sort of wishing I'd just said yes to avoid the fallout.
Oh.
No, it is not. No, you're not victim shaming this poor person. Like,
Sucks too, because like once you're in a situation like this, there is no happy outcome. Even if now she's like, okay, I'll make you the damn cake. It's still gonna be it's ruined.
I love the top comment. I'm impressed you didn't send her a YouTube link so she could learn to do it herself.
Yeah, for real.
Like, yeah, here you go.
also, if you can't afford a cake, don't have a wedding.
Yeah.
Or like scale back the wedding if
Scale-
budget's an issue.
Scale back the
Well-
wedding, or like go to your fucking grocery store and get some of those Betty Crocker instant cakes and fucking go at it.
No, the McCain ones.
Yeah, get those McCain Deep and Delicious cakes. Stack
Get a
6
couple
of those fuckers. Yeah.
Get vanilla one, chocolate one, vanilla one, chocolate one.
You can get the marble in the center or at the
Yeah.
top, just
buy some fresh raspberries, put it on top. There's your raspberry flavor.
buy some fucking flowers. They probably have a flower section at the Walmart,
Boom. Fucking genius.
You got a
We
fucking
sorted you out.
cake.
You don't need to pay your sister-in-law for a wedding cake.
There you
We
go.
sorted you out right now.
We're fucking saving you money.
The budget, probably what, $17.50? You got this. You just got to put it together yourself. Everyone at the wedding is going to love how resourceful you are.
Exactly. You tell them times are tough.
Times are tough.
That's
My
it.
sister-in-law, she's not going to be a sister-in-law for long, let me tell you that much. Then make me a cake that fucking...
Or you say, no, this is the cake she made. Fucking throw her business under the bus.
Put her business card.
Yeah.
I think it's his business card, right?
It's
Yeah.
her.
It is her?
Yeah. I believe it's.
I think we just think that because it's a cake business. But
No,
I think,
no, I think it's a guy.
It's
I mean,
yeah,
Scroll up.
It's a guy that's running the
Me,
business.
29
oh no,
female.
female.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Okay, so got it.
Right. Perfect. Good. We were thinking the right thing.
Yes.
Anyway. Yeah. Put the business card in there.
Put the
Made
business card
by
in there.
my sister-in-law.
Yeah. The ungrateful bitch. That's the name of the business.
She charged me $3,900 for this. Can you believe this shit?
Oh, can you imagine being so petty?
Yeah, I can't imagine her being so petty. You could have had the cake at a discounted rate and still gotten that espresso machine off of your gift exchange.
Exactly.
Or registry. You know, you could have had it all. And you had to, not get 50% off.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's probably what the discount was, like 50% off, or at least 25%.
I don't know.
Friends and family.
I think whenever you're asking someone to do something like as a business transaction, you can just throw the fucking discount idea out the fucking window. Doesn't matter if it's like friends or family. If you're asking someone to do something as like business,
And it is their business.
and exactly, and if it is their fucking business, no, you pay the fucking going rate. If you're getting a discount, it's on them to decide if they want to give you a discount. I think that's just fair.
No, yeah,
You have
for
to
sure.
treat people who do their business as a fucking business.
Yeah. You know,
You should be grateful for the discount.
like, you should be grateful that your friends are also doing well enough that they have a busy store or a busy business.
Yeah.
And that they can't just like drop everything to do something for you for like a discounted rate.
Yeah, you can just say like, "Oh fuck, sorry," and I got other, more profitable cakes to turn over.
Yeah. You know, as a cake maker, you are making that product. You have a finite amount of time.
Cake, bake
the
me a
cake.
cake, bake me a cake.
Anyway, definitely the asshole.
Yeah, I believe it.
You could have made that cake for $27, like, or for free, actually. I'm assuming a wedding cake's pretty expensive.
I believe wedding cakes are expensive. I don't know. I've never actually.
How much does a wedding cake go
I've
for?
never actually had a wedding cake. I've been to a wedding,
And you never had the cake?
I don't believe there was cake. There
I
was
bet you
no
I
cake.
know why.
Why?
There was a certain sister-in-law with a certain vibe.
I think they're
wasn't
upwards.
available.
They can be like a grand. Like
Yeah.
they're a lot of work, especially if you're, cake for 200 people. You've got four tier cake.
Mm-hmm.
It's a huge cake. Like that probably is going to take her like 3 days to make.
I mean, it's probably going to be the size of one of those like stripper cakes, but it's going to be an actual cake.
Yeah.
It's not going to be like cardboard.
I'm guessing like
stripper.
minimum 400 or 500 and maximum they go for over a grand, but I'll look into it.
Jono says we had a small wedding and just got a normal sheet cake from the grocery store. So like a McCain cake,
Yeah.
right? That's what we're saying.
Yeah. I mean, it can be done. Like the guests who show up,
I think those sheet cakes are probably bigger and better than a McCain.
I mean, it's
Not to-
probably bigger and better
but
than the
but
McCain
like,
cake.
if you really
yes.
want to be cheap, and like go for a couple of McCain cakes.
I mean, the wedding that we were at
$600 to
last
$900 is the comment on their confections.
the wedding that we were at last year. How many people do you think were at that wedding?
I don't know, 3, 4.
Yeah, that's right. Just you, me, Emily, and then the bride. The
Yeah.
groom just left.
You have to go find a cake.
Yeah. No, seriously. How many people do you think?
300-400 is what I meant.
Oh, 3?
No,
What?
no.
You're drunk.
That was maybe 50, 60 people at that wedding.
Okay, so how?
I was drunk.
Yeah, clearly. I mean, that was a hot wedding, but and hot. I mean, temperature-wise, that was a fucking. There was no air conditioning in that motherfucker.
Oh, there was. They just didn't want to turn it on.
No, it was in the other room, man.
Yeah, they turned on like one air conditioner. They had like 7 in the friggin' building. They only turned 1 on.
So,
the doors are open.
So a cake for like 50 to 60 people. Everybody gets like, not a huge slice, but like a decent slice. How big of a cake do you need? How many McCain Deep and Delicious cakes do you need for that motherfucker?
I would say go for like 10. 10 McCain cakes. They're what, $4.58 each?
Bro, if you get them on sale, maybe.
Okay.
You got to assume they're not
If
on
you're
sale.
their sister-in-law, you better go and get them on sale. What are you going to do?
You're gonna
Call
post-
McCain and be like, well, McCain, why are you hooking up my wedding cake?
You're going to postpone your wedding until the McCain cake goes on sale so you can save like $20?
No, if you're smart, you plan ahead. You know your wedding's coming up. You search all year till you find they're frozen.
Mm-hmm.
You just keep them in the freezer until the
Can't
wedding
keep
day.
them in the freezer forever. They lose the texture and consistency, Hugo.
The things you can't be thinking about if you want a cheap wedding cake. Texture and consistency.
Okay.
Also, Betty Crocker, legend.
Legend.
Get a couple of boxes of Betty White Crocker.
I don't see what the problem is. Or you can do it like, something different. Instead of a wedding cake, you can have like a wedding pie.
Jono's right. That's too transactional, Drasko.
Yeah. To delay a wedding for a cake sale.
Yeah. I'm going to use that on people now. Wow, why are you being so transactional? Like when I go to No Frills and get my groceries.
Yeah.
Why are you being so transactional on me?
It's always about money with you, man. Why are you being so transactional?
This whole thing, there's a bit of an imbalance here.
Yeah.
When you buy anything from me, charging me 99% tariffs, and you expect me to buy the cake from you?
I think you're being economically biased right now.
Yeah. In other words, transactional.
Yeah.
You transactional bitch.
Oh.
It's good stuff. Yeah, I hope you figure that out. Thanks for calling into the show.
Yeah.
We'll send you a free wedding cake. Drasko's famous McCain cake.
Look forward to it. It'll be delicious.
Oh, it'll be delicious. All right.
Uh-huh. I agree.
I want it. McCain cake is pretty good. It's not that bad. It's not even bad, bro. Don't look at me with those eyes. Not with those ones. Look at me with your other eyes, your other eyeballs.
Okay. I'll put
Your other balls.
No eyeballs.
I'll put the nice face
He puts
on.
the cartoon, the little cartoons on them, the cartoony eyes on them.
Yeah, you're right.
Those are the genuine eyes. Okay,
we need to get on our segue.
We're gonna segue into skirt. Remember video games? That was cool.
Yeah, I love video games, Hugo. What happened to video games?
Video games are trash now.
Yeah.
They're all Warzone this, Battlefield that.
No, man. Everyone's playing fucking Baldur's Gate 3 now.
Baldur's Gate 3 this.
It's actually good.
I like Battle Royale. I only play the finest Battle Royale games in history.
It's not a Battle Royale game.
I know Baldur's Gate isn't Battle Royale, but Battle Royale is what a lot of people like. You ever heard of Fortnite?
Never heard of it.
Or how about Minecraft?
How about Roblox?
Roadblocks? I've hit a couple of those in my life.
It's a traffic simulator.
You don't see me making a fucking game out of it.
But
But that's what we've learned here today. We should have been turning these things into a video game. Guarantee somebody's going to make, after watching this episode, a successful laundry simulator.
It's going to be me,
It's
man.
going to be the best.
It's going to be me.
The main character is going to be you. It's just going to be like pulling out his hair. If you don't play it right, and there's like the laundry piles up, pulls out his hair. He's just like, I fucking hate laundry. Goes downstairs. There's people using the fucking machines. They're dirtying. The machines all have shit. So you as the player have to clean the laundry machine first. You have to like use your suds and your water that you have to collect in the house to clean the machine.
I ran into the smelliest man in my laundry room.
Where was he?
He was
in one of the machines.
He was. I wish he was in the fucking. This dude
just turn it on for him.
This dude just fucking reeked, man. He was like the smelliest motherfucker I ever smelled.
Hey man, he was doing laundry.
He could
For
have
days.
He could have laundered his fucking armpits at least, man. Like he didn't look like he just got out of the gym. He was like this flabby fat man who just like
launder your armpits, pleb.
Ugh.
Is that what you told him?
God, I wish I just told him to fuck off or like jump in the fucking goddamn tub and clean his ass.
This just in: Walmart has McCain cakes for $5.88 right now.
Wow.
That's a damn good deal.
Looks like we're going to America.
Tina, come get some McCain cake. Buy some. 5 of them. Times 2.
Times 2.
Get 10. 5 of each flavor.
Yeah.
Betty Crocker for the icing.
I don't like the vanilla or the marble. I had the marble one. I don't like it. I like the chocolate.
You're a simple man.
I'm a simple man of simple flavors. This is what I enjoy.
I mean, they make simple flavors. McCain has never like done anything too crazy.
No. But
You know,
they've never,
have McCain even gone so far as to make red velvet cake?
I think they might have had like a limited edition run of it, but I can't remember.
That'd be cool.
Not. Like what is fucking red velvet? Is
It's
it just chocolate?
red chocolate. I think it is just chocolate cake,
but they put a little
with
bit
like
of
red seasoning on it.
red food coloring in it.
Yeah.
Because I think it does have like a different, like real red velvet
It
cake.
does have a different flavor.
What is red velvet cake? Cake with cream or ermine icing?
Tinted red. So,
Cake with superior buttery vanilla.
Oh, it's
and
vanilla
cacao
cake that's tinted
flavor,
red. I always thought it was chocolate cake.
as well as a delicious tang from buttermilk.
It's Chose Louis.
Looks so good.
Yos Louis. Honestly, it does look.
I mean, red velvet cake is pretty good.
Did you hear how they're trying to that guy that is going to find a cure for cancer in America? That was that guy.
Good luck.
JFK.
JFK
Robert F. Kennedy
Robert
Jr.
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 Oh, man.
He's also going to ban all artificial food dyes in America.
Oh, thank God. Only we can finally bring fucking Pepsi back to the original
I'm
no
worried
color
for
that
Fruit
it
Loops,
was.
man. Fruit Loops is in deep shit.
Fruit Loops, their entire business
It's gonna
model
be-
is based off of
It's going
color.
to be a gray cereal.
Yeah. Everything is going to be a gray cereal, except for the chocolate stuff. I mean, Frosted Flakes are already yellow with just a little bit of the whitening on it.
Oh, they don't have that in the States, eh? The Joe's Louis? Joss Louis?
I think they do have Joe Louis.
Jono's saying he misses that, so I feel like it's a Canadian thing.
Oh.
No, it's not a Canadian thing. It's made by it's
Betty
from
Crocker.
Vermont.
Yes, Vermont.
Because there's that V in the company name, isn't there?
Vootman is a Canadian
Canadian
confection.
confection.
Canadian snack.
Well, it markets in the United States, though.
What's the
Maybe
V from again? The V in
Vootman.
that logo. Oh, it's this the last name. Vachon.
Vachon.
Vachon. Did you know
Did you know?
how I read this some other day?
Mm-hmm.
You know how in OIS is pronounced as wa in French, like Francois?
Oui. I do.
Apparently, the original pronunciation was actually oi, and so there's places. It was pronounced as oi. So like in the States, some of those places that were French words originally, they still pronounce it like that. And most people assume that they go, "Oh, you Americans pronouncing it wrong," but they've actually just passed down the original pronunciation from those times, and it is the accurate pronunciation to how it was pronounced at the time.
Like the St. Croix River is the St. Croix River in the U.S.
Which is like really cool. I always just thought it was like, oh, Americans don't know how to pronounce French words, but no, like that standardization of French happened hundreds of years after the original French that came to America.
Yeah.
And before that, the French language was very like, it was just broken and segregated. Like it had lots of different. There was no one way to speak it, and there's different pronunciations. Which is really cool.
The same thing happens even in France. If you go to like the parts of France that are closer to Spain, they speak a completely different version of French. In some cases, most of the words aren't even the same. And then they're very patriotic and like nationalistic about like their version of French. It's like, no, this is the correct version of French.
Well, that's true of every French-speaking person, though.
Yes. I can concur with that.
Even the Quebecois.
Yes.
The Quebecois.
The Quebecois. What was I saying? I thought you were going to tell me about the Malamars incident.
What's that?
Yeah, what's that?
Do you know what Malamars are?
No.
Malamars are like whipped marshmallow covered in like chocolate coating.
That sounds fucking great.
And here's like the thing with Malamars. Like back in, I would say like around the 2000s, they were only available for a specific amount of time.
I love these.
Yes. So Malamars, they were only available for a specific amount of time of the year. And the company that makes them, Nabisco, they would say that we only make these because the formula we use in the chocolate, if we make it during the hot like summer months, the chocolate will actually melt and then the consistency will not be the same. It will be completely different. And it's not going to be the same Malamar flavor. So we only make it in the cooler months. So you can't get Malamars in the summer. And a lot of people started saying, that's fucking bullshit. This is the greatest country in the fucking world. If I want fucking Malamars, in July, I should be able to have them any fucking time I want. And it caused a little bit of a stir with Nabisco, and then they actually relented and started releasing them in the summer. But they changed the fucking formula. They actually changed the formula of the chocolate, and now people, they say it's a completely different taste because the chocolate doesn't melt. It maintains its like consistency, but the flavor is not there. So now they actually have 2 versions of Malamars that they put out in the summertime and in the wintertime.
Shit. So the Malamars in winter potentially taste better.
They're the real one because the chocolate that they use is slightly different. Yeah. They put some kind of additive into the chocolate in the summertime to stop it from melting.
It's pretty crazy. I've never had one, I don't think. What's this, bro? Just get Canadian Viva Puffs.
Viva Puffs. Yeah, that's what I was thinking these are.
It's the same thing, but Viva Puffs, they also have like a layer of jam in them as well.
Oh, yeah. These I've had.
Yeah, so in
These are
America they're called Malamars.
Oh, okay.
And like the cookie is, I believe, slightly different. It was like the Viva Puffs is a bit more like
it looks thinner too.
it is a bit smaller,
Whippets.
and like the cookie part in Viva Puffs is
I gotta say the Malamars look better.
yeah, like the Malamar, I think it's actual cookie or biscuit, and this is just some kind of yeah. And for this one, it's like a
Graham cracker
soft.
cookie.
It's not like really graham crackery. It's like softer than that.
Hugo, these are like the British ones we get from Loblaws. That's exactly kind of what these are, but with like these are thicker cookies.
Yeah. Those are good though. I've had these and these are good. But
Viva
the Malamars,
Puffs?
now I want a Malamar.
Well, we can go into America.
The
during
chocolate look
wintertime.
thicker. I like that like little swirl they have on the top.
Yeah.
These ones, Tunnocks.
Yeah, these are the other ones. These are
Tunnocks
the other ones
tea
I've had.
cakes. You see, this is crazy. Like, it's the same fucking dessert, 3 different countries, 3 different names.
Yeah, but like, come on. Like this obviously I feel like this is originally a British thing.
I don't know, man.
No, this has been around for over 200 years. These Tunnocks tea cakes. This is like
That's
an
what I'm saying.
OG.
I feel like the original recipe
You think it's a European thing?
was a British thing.
Yeah, I think so. Look
And
at
then the
look,
Americans,
established 1850. Look at that.
Like
the Americans did
Adapted
something
it.
to it. Yeah.
1890.
which is
Sorry.
whatever, you know. I just feel like maybe I bring for you.
Maybe I
Please
bring
do.
for
That'd be
you.
awesome.
Those are Scottish.
Scottish.
They might be Scottish.
Maybe they
Yeah,
are Scottish. Man, resident encyclopedia here. We don't need AI. We have Jono.
for real.
Just knows everything.
Listen, when was the last time you got 10 out of 10 on your trivia,
Yeah.
dude?
When was the last time you got 10 out of 10 on your trivia?
We haven't done
Dude.
trivia in a while.
I don't claim to be an encyclopedia.
Yeah,
You
that's
know
right.
what?
You
Go home, Emily.
immediately
You're drunk.
coughed. It's a celebration.
It's a celebration.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, Emily. Cheers, everybody at home on Drasko's camera. Cheers. Cheers. Enjoy yourselves.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
Anyway.
Anyway.
I want a Malamar.
Tim Tams. Yes.
Those are good. Tim Tams are good.
Hobnobs, digestive cookies, shortbread.
I love it all.
I can't remember which one shortbread is. Is shortbread the one that like you chew it and like it sucks all the fucking moisture out of your mouth?
No,
Is that
not
what
good shortbread. Shortbread like melts in your mouth.
Yeah. Is it kind of like, is it crumbly? Does it like break apart?
No, it's like
But-
buttery. Like
yeah,
a
good
good
shortbread-
shortbread cookie at Christmas will literally melt in your mouth.
Yeah. A good
Okay.
shortbread, it's so nice. The
Okay.
flavor is really
You can get like crappy, like
It is
dry
like an
shortbread.
old person's like dessert, but
Old.
So good.
It
I
is
love all
actually
the old
good.
people stuff, like pralines and cream ice cream.
yeah, that's the best.
Like so, Scottish traditional shortbread is quite dry because it's like old AF. But like like this type of shortbread is
The new wave of shortbread cookies.
White
yeah, they're like the classic Christmas cookies, right? Oh, these look so good.
pralines and cream. Honestly, this is my favorite ice cream flavor too.
Yeah, same.
So freaking good. Though last year I had something that was almost a contender for that.
Vanilla.
It was based. I just finally tried vanilla last year. It was based on out of vanilla.
French
It was
vanilla.
a churro flavor.
Oh.
It had little cake bits and cinnamon, and it was fucking good.
So
Can we look it up? Churro flavored. I think
It was Ben and
Haagen-Dazs?
Jerry's. No, it was Ben and Jerry's.
Ben
yeah.
and Jerry's, yeah. They're making some interesting like churro flavored things. I can't remember who.
Yes, that's what it was. Fucking so good.
Somebody got me like some churro chips, churro snacks.
Oh, yeah.
Can't for the life of me remember who it was.
Who was that? Who did that for you at Christmas time?
I want to say Evie. It was Emily. Emily was very kind and got me these lovely little churro snacks because I've been like fiending fucking churros for like all last fucking year.
Bro, you got to try this ice cream.
I mean, if it tastes like real churros, sure.
It does. It has pieces of real churros.
You go to videos, is there like a review of it? Maybe I put up a review of it.
Oh my God.
Eating it.
Can you imagine?
Nothing but cakes.
Let's try the churros.
Let's try this. All right, so
Let's
this is
try
buttery
this.
cinnamon ice cream with
All right.
All right,
churro pieces and crunchy.
This is
I
not
can.
going well.
No, it doesn't
Cinnamon
advance.
swirls.
You gotta watch
Let's
whole.
try
Why
this.
are you using
This
a
sounds like
box
some ice
cutter,
cream that I'm
lady?
gonna love.
She's
And
a pro,
honestly,
man.
I've never had bad Ben and
She's
Jerry's
got a little
ice cream
microphone on her
flavor.
hat. She knows what
It's
she's doing.
fire. Look at that.
TLA.
Woo! Let's see what this tastes
All
like,
right,
y'all.
all right, chill out.
Oh, right out of the
damn.
scoop?
It looks like.
Look, you see, there's right out of the
Ice
scoop.
cream scoop.
Professional.
Mm.
Slightly
Yeah, that-
melted
Somebody
too.
that enjoys
Yeah.
churro flavor, cinnamon toast crunch, and all that cinnamon goodness, you will love this.
Damn, 380 calories.
It's fucking
good.
ice
2/3
cream.
of a cup.
What do you want? It's literally cream and sugar.
Yeah, you got a point there.
God, I fucking hate watching people eat. Oh.
Yeah.
Do you?
Well, okay, not like friends and family in real life, but like
You
to
don't like?
engage in it as a form of entertainment,
Oh,
just
you
to
think-
like close up, watch them eat like
Oh,
that,
yeah.
like that.
Oh, you
turns
don't
my
like
stomach big
mukbangs
time.
then?
No,
I don't
hate
like.
mukbangs,
I don't like
no.
it either. I don't like the idea of like specifically zooming in on people eating.
Yeah.
That
You
that
don't
grosses
like,
me
You don't like
out.
the smacking?
You can see
and
every
the-
little piece
Ugh.
of every little piece of spittle and like bah.
Just like hearing people make chewing noises disgusts me.
Yeah.
No, it must be nice
Yeah.
not needing that company at dinner time.
You don't either.
All right, Hugo. Next time we're at Burger King, I'm gonna smack my lips like a motherfucker. I'm gonna sound like a dog eating mayonnaise.
Oh my
You
God.
do like the heavy breathing too.
Yeah.
The meat breaths. Honestly, it's a big style of content.
I know it is. People love it. I hate it.
That's what I'm saying. Mukbang started out, I think, as a way for like people that didn't have friends to eat dinner with.
Fucking losers.
Hey man, don't get them sending you apologies through the mail. They would tune into this, and what better way, especially if you couldn't afford a good meal. You watch somebody eating a good meal, and it's like you're kind of vicariously eating a good one too.
Emily, may I make a request? Can
No, not unless you apologize.
I'm not apologizing.
Transactional
do you
motherfucker.
want?
There's a video on there on the bottom right. It's a Ninja ice cream maker. Can you click on that? I want to see.
Drasko's just
This is the
online
time
shopping
for you to
now.
be shopping.
About any flavor you like.
Whoa.
It's so easy to use.
This is
but
Grace's
you can
Christmas
also
present. She
make
doesn't even know it
churros,
yet.
And all you have to do is pour the batter in the container, pull
Oh.
the lever, and you have churros in seconds. All
Oh
that
my
you
God.
have to do is fry them until golden
Churros!
brown, roll them in cinnamon sugar, and you have the most perfect and
Wait.
delicious churros you ever ate. For more details, check out the
They don't
caption.
keep the churro shape though. They get a little bit
Bro, it's
Peanutsy.
churros at home.
yeah.
I'm
But,
sold. I'll take 2.
I just wanted to see the ice cream maker.
Why, Drasko? Tell us why. Explain yourself.
People like ice cream.
Nah, that'd look like a good product.
Yeah. Too bad. Too
Well,
bad.
Ninja, reach out to us. We'll promote that every week.
We'll promote it as much as you want.
We'll fit it in every conversation.
Somehow.
Now,
Have it here on the sides.
making churros all night long.
Yeah. You get that thing, and then you purchase the Ninja Fry, the deep fryer that goes with it.
Yeah,
Boom, baby.
yeah. You can make your own churro ice cream.
You get your own business. You open up your own like churro and ice cream
Before you know
stand.
it, you have your sister-in-law calling you transactional, just like you've always dreamed of. Buy yours today for only 17 payments of $19.99. And if you call right now, Drasko will even send you an apology.
No, I'm not doing it, Hugo.
What if they call right now?
Still not happening.
Somebody please call us.
Somebody.
Call
That
the
was
hotline.
something we were supposed to have sorted out. For
Yeah,
today.
the hotline.
The hotline Miami.
Not happening.
You know what? You don't even know what went on this week, Drasko.
Tech
Did
takes
you
a
ask?
while.
Did you ask?
Yeah, did you ask?
What went on this week,
Nothing.
guys?
Okay. Tech
We're not
had
going
to
to tell
evolve.
you. We're not going to tell you.
Yeah, we're not going to tell you on the air. That's disrespect. Put some respect on news.
Can you please tell me what happened this week?
No. Really, we can't.
Oh,
but we
Jesus.
will. Not right now.
Oh, the ultimate fucking cock tease, Hugo.
You deserve it.
Oh.
But yeah, man. Honestly, I think that's the best thing for you. If you do that right now, 10x your business. Buy a machine. Do it right now. But yeah, we'll get phone calls hopefully next week.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'm sorry. Everything's fucked this week with this episode. Actually, not really, but this whole shebang with my browser.
This whole thing, the computer is just not being the full computer it could be.
One day we'll just have like a tech person, you know?
Yeah.
We'll have a tech person.
We'll have a gremlin or a troll
Just-
living like under
just
the
do- yeah.
floorboards.
Just do all the tech stuff. Everything's computer. You can deal with it.
Yeah.
I'm passing the buck.
Yeah.
That way, when things are wrong, we can also blame that
Yeah.
individual.
We
and we
blame
can just
the
have like a
gremlin.
little camera on them under the floorboards as they're like sweating. Try to keep it all running.
I'm imagining that really, really fat vampire from the first Blade movie who was like in
Oh,
front
starring Denzel Washington?
No, you racist motherfucker.
It's Wesley Snipes.
Yes, it is.
The
Wesley
joke was that I
Snipes.
think Denzel was in every movie.
Yeah, I can see that.
Equilibrium, Equalizer. He was in Training My Way.
Yes, he was in
He was also that pilot in
The American Gangster.
Yeah, in American Gangster. Yeah. Denzel's fucking prolific.
Yeah, he was.
He's in everything.
Is he still acting? I thought he was replaced by Idris Elba. I think
Oh, you can't replace Denzel.
I'd rather have Idris Elba than Denzel
You're
Washington.
crazy.
I'm done with
In
Denzel.
what world is Idris Elba better than
I mean,
Denzel
I
and can replace him? I'm not saying Idris is bad, but he can't replace Denzel.
I mean, I like Denzel in what was that? Remember the Titans? I think that was good. I enjoyed him in that. I also enjoyed him in Man on Fire. That was good too.
You didn't like him in Training Day?
Training Day was good.
What was that movie? My Wife.
They tried to kill my wife.
Yeah, that one.
That was American Gangster.
That's American Gangster?
That's American Gangster.
Wasn't? Oh, yeah, it is that one. So good.
Yeah.
I don't know shit, though.
Like I liked Denzel in Training.
4%? Really?
I liked him in Training Day, sure, but I liked Stringer Bell portrayed by Idris Elba more as a gangster.
You know, you're entitled to your opinion.
I'm entitled to my correct opinion. Yes, thank you, Hugo.
Conclave. Speaking of Conclave, that's the other big news that we haven't talked about this week.
You're
The Pope.
Oh yeah,
JD
that's
Vance
right.
killed the Pope.
Somebody made like a post saying like it reminds me when what's her name, Liz Truss, the English prime minister who only served for like 50 days, met the Queen, and then the Queen died like a day later. Or like,
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
they were like, these world leaders are so underwhelming that these figureheads just fucking die the next day after meeting them.
But yes, rest in peace. Sad
Yeah.
news.
The first South American Pope.
Oh, that's right. That's
Yep.
right.
Yep.
Now they're back to the elections, to the Pope elections.
The Cardinals.
They're gonna have a conclave. They're gonna sit in there, and then they're gonna talk, and they're gonna vote. And
I want to watch that Conclave show now. I mean, I wanted to see it before anyway.
what
It's
the
got,
two popes?
it's got the one the name you cannot say.
the two popes.
Voldemort.
Voldemort.
Oh, Voldemort. Oh, that one. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that one.
You saw the show?
Well, I thought it was a movie.
It's a movie.
Yeah.
Oh, it is a movie.
I saw it because Grace had it.
Isn't it?
Grace was watching it in the other room, and I heard all the dialogue, so I guess you could say I watched it.
That's better than what you normally do.
Play video games.
No, watch 5 minutes and then stop.
You know what? You're probably right. Also, what's his name is in it?
Voldemort.
No, not Voldemort. Damn it. The other one.
Oh, the funny guy with the glasses. This guy.
Yes.
Little man.
Ben Kingsley.
No, not him. The angry guy with the glasses. What's his name? Harry and the Hendersons.
Yeah.
What's his name? The guy.
Looks like a cool show.
I can't remember his
Let
name.
the games begin.
Yeah, the Pope Games.
Stanley Tucci.
No,
John Lithgow.
Yeah, the fucking the Zodiac killer, the Jigsaw killer, the Trinity killer. That's it. Thank you. There's so many fucking killers.
Wait, is Papa Edisu?
Big Papa Smurf.
Is that the guy's actual name? The guy that's replacing Snape in the new Snape show?
I don't know.
No, there's a what is his name? Is that his name?
Alan Rickman.
No, I know that's what it was.
New Snape. Is that the new Snape?
Yeah.
Who will play Snape in HBO Max's Harry Potter series?
Papa Esidu.
Yeah, here we go.
What?
Esidu.
Is he the voice actor?
Is he actually replacing Denzel in something as well?
I don't know.
Jono says he is.
Well, I can't.
Maybe he is just in that figurative sense that he's replacing Denzel.
He's replacing all of the black actors. This is a new one.
Looks like an action movie called Last Supper.
Oh man. I guess the what's it called? The IP rights for The Last Supper are finally expired.
Took a while.
Yeah, now anyone can do what they want with it. Can't wait for that. Well, they already actually have the Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey.
Yeah. I do still want to see that.
Do you want to see the new Lilo and Stitch movie, Hugo? The live action one with the CG piece of shit?
But speaking of live action Disney movies, although is that Disney?
It is.
It is Disney.
Lilo and Stitch, yeah.
They've put a pause on all live action remakes after the flop that was
the Cinderella. Oh, except
so a lot
it
of
wasn't
people,
Cinderella, it was Snow White.
A lot of people are now calling for people to apologize to Rachel.
Oh,
because she did something really good there.
Oh,
she achieved what nobody could.
This
was what she wanted all along.
A movie role.
No,
to get Disney to stop.
Yeah, she wanted Disney to stop the
really?
live action remakes, so she made sure the movie tanked, and it worked. She's a genius, a visionary.
That's the biggest psyop in movie
All
history.
hail Rachel Zegler.
Okay, Stitch is adorable though.
I mean, I like the animated one, not the 3D animated.
It still looks cute.
He's so cute.
I don't like how the kid looks, though.
Where's the kid? Oh, this kid.
Yeah, I don't like how she looks. She just...
Why? What are you saying?
I don't know.
Yeah, what are you saying there, Drasko?
I think the animated kid looked better. I like the animation.
You
All
see
right,
this?
I
Look,
like the animation.
Proof in the pudding.
Okay.
I can't wait to see Stitch in the theaters with Jacob when it comes out.
I've got no
That's
issues.
Exactly
I've
why
got
they remake them.
Okay, that's fine.
Because kids, look, they can see these movies, but that's for free.
I think they cast the
Disney
kids
needs to
pretty
make
well.
some more money. And why? This makes it more accessible.
Yes.
Did you watch movies from the 70s when you were growing up?
In the movie theater?
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom took me to see Star Wars, A New Hope.
Yeah.
And then
that was the new
Empire
one.
Strikes Back. And then the Return of the Jedi. No, she took me to see the original trilogy in theaters because they released them in theaters. There are actual theaters that release old movies for screenings from time to
Okay, but
time.
nobody's going to do that with Lilo and Stitch.
They do for some of them. If you're able to catch it, go ahead, take your
But it's
kid
not
to
like
see it.
a whole worldwide release where they can really make a shit ton of money. I'm not against remakes, especially if the movies are old enough where this just gets the new generation of kids into it too.
Okay. I think I have to fall back on that argument of I don't have kids, so I really
Great argument.
Yeah.
Well, look,
I don't and I can't.
I don't think the movies are going to be better than the originals. And I do kind of think you definitely can make an argument for could you not just make something new? Why do you have to be relying on these old properties? But at the same time, whatever. I mean, it's hard to create new properties.
It is, which is why you just create cinematic universes now.
Yeah.
Like the Thunderbolts.
Well, that's the thing, right? Cinematic universes just bring in a crap load of money because they carry on and it's like compounds.
Yep. Yep.
And they all want that.
Yep.
That's why all authors are writing book series now instead of one-off books
It's-
too.
it's
and
true.
they leave you on a cliffhanger,
And then they set it up for the next one, and then they get another sequel, and then somebody else can come in and do the prequel.
Did you see that story of the Electric State, that movie about the robots? It's this movie that the Russo brothers directed, and it was based off of like a graphic novel that had like beautiful imagery, and like it was kind of dystopian, but also had these really cool robots. And so the Russo brothers and their investors in this movie were like, "This is perfect. It can be
Is
a
that Ron Weasley?
No, it's Chris Pratt.
It's like two actors that I would argue are way overplayed right now. It's
Is
Chris
that-
Pratt and Millie Bobby Brown.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
Millie she's from fucking Stranger Things.
No, man, she's from Electric State.
She's in a lot.
Isn't she from fucking
This,
Stranger
yeah, so
Yeah,
this-
she's 11 in Stranger Things.
Wait, that's 11?
That's
Yeah.
11.
I thought it was that other girl.
Except
No,
she's
it's
21 now.
11.
Oh, man.
But this, so yeah, this movie had like a crazy budget. It was like one of the biggest, I think, for Netflix. And it was supposed to be, the kind of thing that they would have a multi-universe type of movie, lots of toys because there's so many robots.
The kids love robots.
And it's completely tanked, unfortunately.
Oh, what happened?
Well, I think people aren't in love with the cast, and the vibe of the film is at all close to what the book really kind of had in mind. But interestingly, the guy who created the book said he likes the movie. He likes the sort of more upbeat energy that the movie takes, and that it isn't dystopian or super dystopian, and that he never meant for the images to come off as dystopian. You can see that some of the images below, you can see like the one with the pink strip there. I think that's actually from the book. And they're beautiful. And to me, they do look dystopian. So I don't know how he meant this to not be dystopian. But yeah, he apparently didn't mean for it to be, and likes the movie, which,
Okay.
it looks interesting. I definitely want to check it out, but it is kind of sad. But the executive producer that greenlit the project said that despite it being a failure, it was still something they would do again because it still brings in views, and it's still for Netflix. They got the kind of capital to burn on this kind of thing, and I appreciate Netflix taking chances on things like that. Although, how much of a chance is it really when it's the Russo brothers? They did the Endgame Avengers.
They did.
So I don't know. It's not really a gamble. Yeah,
I mean, they do some gambles. They did the fucking Squid Games, and people really enjoyed that.
Yeah. Then I think they severely underpaid everybody involved. And took all the profits for themselves. But hey,
That's showbiz, bitch.
That's just what it is. For art to flourish, chances need to be taken. Put that on a t-shirt. Wear it proudly.
Wear it proudly, yes.
But yeah.
Well, we should
Give
is
it
it that time?
Put a bow on it.
Well, we didn't get to play video games. We didn't get to have the calls. This is the worst show ever.
Technology fucking sucks.
Everything's too computer. I just can't keep up with it. We didn't hire Fred Flintstone of technology to come help us out. And so it is what it is. Hopefully next week we'll have that all figured out.
Yes.
And we'd love to have you back because next week, this is 2 episodes in a row now that the GameCube's running. Look, I can show you. It's ready to go.
I've got proof.
Push the GC button there. See? It's ready.
Wow.
That's 2 shows in a row.
Raphael.
Oh, it's in the 2
Bro,
shot.
you don't have all the characters unlocked?
No. You know why? There's something wrong with this GameCube. It doesn't save shit.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, it's also because I haven't actually played it. This is a new GameCube for me.
Uh-huh.
The GameCube I originally had is not in my possession.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah. Anyway, we'll eventually play it. For the Fred Durst of technology, yeah. Did it all for the PC.
I mean, you have Assassin unlocked, so you must have been doing something.
No, this is a secondhand bought GameCube. And it comes with a memory card that I guess has a save file, but they played it.
This one was a good one.
It's a good game. And next week, you're going to die in it.
Oh, is that so?
And then you're going to bring in a snack.
All right.
But for next week, to start this off, I'll bring in a snack for everyone to try. And it isn't going to be stale,
Oh, that's a shame.
but it might be tuna. Tuna based.
I hope it's not stale tuna.
You know what? Maybe it'll even be sardines. I know how much you love sardines. You ever had sardines in mustard oil?
Can't say that I have.
You ever have sardines in tomato sauce?
I have.
What about sardines with green peppers and olives, like the deluxe, like a deluxe pizza? but sardines.
Can't say that I have.
All of these and more exist, and you'll be trying them all potentially next week. So if you'd like to see that, join Drasko and friends on the Huge Podcast.
On a closing note, I'd like to have a sardine pizza at some point.
Yeah, well,
That's just it.
we can make that happen.
That's just. I'm not asking you to do it. I just want it. Thanks for joining us on the Huge Podcast to listen to our ramblings.
It's a very rambly episode,
I know. I agree.
you know, but that's just the way it is sometimes.
Yes,
Just got to ramble on.
I agree.
Roll with the rambles. Put that on a T-shirt.
A lot of T-shirt ideas.
Yeah, because we're very transactional people. We're all about the transactions and the transaction fees.
Exactly.
We'll be charging everyone that watched the episode today a 25-cent transaction fee for
Thank you for your support.
for your support.
Yes.
Emily, do you have any wise words of wisdom
No.
to impart on our departure?
Thanks for joining us on this lovely little Thursday. Hope you're doing well in this crazy old world. And yeah, we're just 3 millennials trying to find a little bit of happiness in what seemingly feels like the end of the world sometimes. And thanks for joining us for that. We love you guys.
We do.
We do.
We do love you guys.
Bye-bye,
Bye, guys.
everybody.
Bye. Bye. Bye.